welcome back to Grandpa's House of Magic. We're going to play around with some dice this week. Specifically one die, but we're going to look at these dice also. Now you must be wondering, why am I dressed like this? This is actually an old routine that dates back many years. And I thought what I would do is every so often show you an old routine that you may or may not have seen, but it's actually a tribute to my dad. This picture was taken in 1954 when he was performing at the Magic Circle for membership in London. Hence the white shirt as a tribute to my dad. As I mentioned, we're going to play around with some dice. Now, dice actually go back many years. It's my understanding that archaeologists in Iran found what they claim to be the original dice ever made, the first dice. And they're over 5,000 years old. And not only that, they thought they were actually used for fortune telling, which is kind of interesting. Now, modern day dice, they have multiple purposes, as you know, for gaming, for gambling, for bookends. In fact, this is a dice cipher. You're looking at 4, 9, 3 and 5. Now, using the dice cipher, see if you can try and figure out exactly what the secret code word is for this particular routine. Don't let that distract you though, because we're going to take a look at one single die inside this box. We're going to take this die and we're going to place it inside of tube number 1. We're going to take my wand, we're going to give this a tap and a whirl. We're going to take that die and transfer it from tube number 1 over to tube number 2. Yep, it's gone. Yep, it's there. It worked. Now, along with old classic magic comes old classic jokes. And the instructions said I had to do that, the original instructions. But not only that, it gets worse. I have to now take the die and transfer it from tube number 2 back to tube number 1. So here we go, we've got to stick to the original instructions as they stated. So we give this a tap and a whirl. Now we're going to take the die and we're going to transfer it back to tube number 1. Alright, not for 1 minute do I believe you think I did that. Surprise, surprise. So I'm going to have to try harder. Here we go. We give this a tap. We give this a whirl. And now the die has vanished from tube number 1. And it's now going to transfer from tube number 1 over to tube number 2, like so. Better, right? Convinced? Alright, we're going to transfer it back again like we did before, and trust me, I did do it before. Here we go, we take the wand, we give it a tap and a whirl, and now the die has vanished from tube number 2. And we're going to take it, and we're going to, again, make it travel back to tube number 1, like so. Now to show you the real magic of this die, I'm going to actually repeat this one more time so you can actually see it. Maybe you could take a very close look at it. We're going to give this, once again, a tap and a whirl. And now the die again, for the 3rd time, has vanished from tube number 1. Okay, we're going to take it, and again, for the 3rd time, we're going to take it and make it travel from tube number 1 to tube number 2, like so. Oh, hold on. It's vanished. That's how you wonder where that went to. It's not there. Oh gosh. Let's go. Oh, you know what? Do you think it's returned back to the box? Let's take a look. Whoa, look at that. Our die has actually tricked us. It returned back to the box. I'm going to leave that right there because that's going to be a clue for our cipher word of the week. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next week. Cheers. Bye-bye.